Last week, the city of Lynn Haven announced they were suspending their police chief, Ricky Ramie, following an internal investigation. Soon after, Ramie announced his retirement. News 13 filed a public records request and acquired the internal investigation report outlining violations that go back almost a year. As News 13's Amy Diaz tells us, the report details allegations of misuse of city property, misconduct during meetings, and many other city and department violations.
The internal investigation into Ricky Ramie started off in July after a citizen complaint was received about personal use of city-owned property, specifically the use of a golf cart belonging to the police department. The citizen had seen a News 13 report about a similar situation involving Bay High School principal Blythe Carpenter. Ramie did state that former city manager Vicky Gaynor instructed him to use the golf cart to bring his wife to concert on the park events. He also recalled a time where he used the golf cart to make a reckless driving arrest on his way to a concert with his wife on board. Ramie argued that he never used a golf cart for personal use as he is, quote, on call 24/7. The investigation concluded that in order for that argument to stand, the city would have to allow all sworn employees unfettered access to city property, just in case they get called out. The investigation called that idea, quote, unsupportable, if not absurd. But the investigation went beyond just the golf cart. One violation noted was a violation of code of conduct where a citizen made a formal complaint on Ramie for his behavior at a school meeting. Another violation found was abuse of authority, specifically Ramie's issuing of police policies that exceeded his rights as a police chief. One policy had to do with his rights to handle personnel issues, which, by city policy, is the city manager's job. He also issued a policy that went directly against city policy surrounding the hiring of immediate family members. Another violation, unapproved purchases. The investigation found that Ramie had entered into a contract with Bay County Sheriff's Office that was worth over $68,000, nearly double the allowed limit without commission approval. Ramie also failed to report an accident involving a city-issued car last year and only reported it to the department after other employees informed their chain of command of the accident. By the time the assistant city manager found out, Ramie had already fixed the damage on his own, but could not recall the accident itself or how it was damaged. The investigator found that Ramie's varying memory, quote, strained his credibility, as he has decades of law enforcement experience where he has been required to recall details to later testify on them. The only violation that was not sustained in the internal investigation was allegations that Ramie had spread false comments about Assistant City Manager Jennifer Hodges, accusing her of retaliation after he claimed whistleblower status. The investigation report says they did find some evidence against Ramie, but it was not enough to support a sustained finding. When Ramie was informed of the internal investigation, he called it improper and tried to invoke the police officer's Bill of Rights, which does not apply to police chiefs. His attempt to use the Bill of Rights against the internal investigation was found to be its own violation of city and police policy requiring truthfulness. In Lynn Haven, Amy Diaz, News 13, Panhandle Strong.
The investigator confirmed all city employees cooperated with the investigation. He also confirmed that they did reach out to former city manager Vicky Gaynor, but she declined to participate in an interview.